Hello and welcome back. So here we have our client, Bill Andrews, that was created in the system. So let's just click on that, and this is where we actually got to. So now we're ready to add that first screening session. So you're still on the telephone with your client, and you simply go click to add session. Now the date will default to the date and time you're actually in at that particular moment, and you just simply go create, and you're brought to this screening page. You scroll down a little bit again, you've placed for extra notes here if you wanted. Your client's on the telephone, and you open up your drop down of the screening. Now here you've got the ability to type in directly into the system all of the information while you're actually on the phone with the client, and presuming you're using a hands-free headset, you've got your hands available to you to operate your mouse and your keyboard, and you can literally use this as a guide. It would be a good idea to look at the PDF of this particular screening form, so you get familiar with the sequence of the questions, and you simply go down through this and populate it as you're talking to your client. So I don't think there's any need for me to labor this, but let's just populate this with something here. Main reasons for seeking help: nightmares. Have you sought help for the problem before? Yes. It helped, was it? GP. How helpful was it? Not at all. How distressing are these for you now? Where did you serve? Northern Ireland. When did you first notice you had these problems? In 1995. When did you leave the services? In 1992. Questions about screening. Well, it's a normal part to ask about screening. Are there any risk issues that you've got going on at the moment? And if there's something you're concerned about, get a bit more information about them. Feeling like ending it all, but no plan. Who would be the best person to contact to manage risk vulnerability? Well, would this be the name of the GP, for example, here? Is there anything else about your living circumstances, bedsit, whatever it might be? And then question 13 is about the typical symptoms of trauma. Could you say a little bit about what these are now? Can't sleep, constant nightmares, whatever it might be. How's your sleep at the moment? Terrible. Thinking about what we can offer. What would you like to do? Now get me some help. And what typically happens now is that we arrange for one of our team to contact you to arrange an appointment. Does that sound okay? Yes, please. And the next question then is the question about the University of Sussex. So at the moment we're working with the University of Sussex on a research project. As part of this project, we need to ask people questions about their support network. Would it be okay if a researcher calls you before you begin treatment? The phone call will last no longer than 15 minutes. We'll make sure it's totally convenient time for you. So this is their opt-in or opt-out to participate in the research. And again, you'll find your way with the words or to get around that. Now, obviously, if this client opts in, then you're going to need to email the contact information for this client with the telephone number, etc., to Sarah Woodhouse at Sussex University. Okay, so what's going to happen next? Well, interested and wants an appointment and happy to be contacted by the researcher. So it's one of those outcomes, and then you're finished your screening. So that's the end of part 2. Thank you very much.